All right, hello everyone. Hole 3 here, par 5, very long hole. So one of the things you're going to see me do, I'm going to go extra mile. I'm going to make sure that I have a relatively long wood on as well. So you might want to pay attention to the woods that you have, and not only from the distance number, but make sure that you have a top spin as well. Here you can see Hammerhead 2, either that or I'm going to have to go Big Dog. But you can see from an accuracy point of view, it might not be the wisest decision. But here you can see, if I'm to look at my sniper, I'm giving up about 6 yards plus not even enough topspin. So if you have Hammerhead unlocked, I would say do that. Otherwise, you're probably going to be looking at your best option being Big Dog. And you can see if I go Big Dog, the biggest problem that I'm going to have is a limited ball guide and very bad accuracy. But that would be my next suggestion for you guys. But in terms of what I want to do, in terms of a ball, I'm looking at probably either a Titan or a Katana ball as to what I want to do for this hole. Either or here. You want to make sure that you have enough distance more than anything for this. So let's just jump in here, see what the wind looks like, and that'll kind of help me dictate what I want to do. I personally do like to go over towards the right, but it's going to require a relatively good driver to get it over there towards the right. Most people, I'm coming prepared to go left, but even with that wind, I'm going to really encourage you guys to go right. In fact, just kind of pay attention to what my opponent's doing here. You can see maybe about 3 topspin. Since my opponent's going this way, I'm definitely probably not going to go this way. But and here you can see using very little power. I would recommend going a little bit into power. Let's just see how much this shoots down here. So there you can see that it is, and it clips into that rough. So when you do that, you're going to need, like what I've done is I've curled it and used some side spin to kind of shoot it to the right-hand side of that. But let's just take a look at this real quick. Now, if, for example, I was to point up onto these rocks at a very high ground, I should be able to actually land it on the other side into the fairway. So I do want to at least make note of that for you guys as to kind of an alternate way to go. If you aim high up on this ground, it should carry extra. But otherwise, I'm going to, just for this sake of this shot, we're just going to go at it kind of like this. Great ball. I did account for that. So hopefully we are good here. We just need to scoot up in. And there you see that it scoots up into the fairway. And we should have enough distance to get there. So that's kind of the way that I would recommend doing it. But also want you guys to pay attention that you can use those rocks to your advantage. And you could probably do a full overpower. And as long as you actually miss the rocks, you could probably just carry it onto that fairway. But it does require, a tailwind scenario to be able to do that shot. Now, the problem with the shot that I just hit, so the Katana is good to help it to get, you could see that I was able to get it over more towards the left because I was able to side spin it left. So with the Titan, you almost need a little bit more curl, but it would allow you to have a little bit easier shot for a second shot. As you can see, I'm gonna have to work pretty hard for this one. So you'll see that I'm gonna try to more or less land it about here or so. I'm gonna try to use this as my landing zone more than anything. And with a 3.5 mile per hour wind, I might use a lot of power, but I'm not going to use the full thing. So you can see kind of that I'm backing off a little bit. We should just easily be able to bump it over. And you can see I hit a great ball, but you can see that it comes over towards the pin And of course with Guardian, I'll be able to put even that much more backspin on the ball. And it would be very similar to that hammerhead shot. So you can see that we can very easily get it towards the hole. And I didn't even need to use, max power. As long as it gets to that fairway, we'll be okay. And that's one of the reasons that I like going that way. It keeps the hole very short. The tee shot is just a little bit harder. You gotta remember to, on that tee shot, favor the left-hand side of the fairway. You can't, land it in the center of that fairway and actually get it to skip like I did into the other side. So you do got to be a little careful there. Here you can see what I'm going to do. I'm just going to gently hit this up, let it roll out into the pin here. So quick eagle there. And that's more or less what you're going to be trying to do, especially for a rookie, is just, eliminate the mistakes. And as long as you can, make that happen and, hit some good shots and avoid, getting birdies on par 5, stuff like that, you're going to put yourself in a very good position. Give yourself a good chance to win. But keep in mind that if you do need to go up to that left, that you'll want to do it with some curl, some side spin, try to get the ball much more right as opposed to what you saw my opponent do. But in any regard, good luck, guys, and be on the lookout for hole 4 coming up.